Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another Sims Info and Thoughts video. So this one is going to be all about the Inside Maxis livestream that aired today on May 18th, 2021. So without further ado, let's get right into it. First, they did a lengthy showcase of the Courtyard Oasis Kit, which also released today. I'm not going to spend too much time on it in this video because I am working on my own review thanks to the EA Game Changers program for providing me a review code. I did see that there is a new styled room that is included, though I feel like it does not do the spandrels justice. So they did confirm on the live stream that tomorrow they're uploading a pre-made lot to the gallery that shows off the Courtyard Oasis Kit. So I'm still deciding as to whether I'm gonna wait for that to be uploaded before I finish my review or just get it all done today. I'm not really good at building in The Sims, so that's why I'm still trying to decide that. But the next thing they talked about was behind the scenes on how they produce the black hair color. They explained the technical process behind it, so what I have written down is that they add the colors on top of a grayscale hair texture that they start off with. And each of the grayscale hair textures are hand-painted individually, which is why the final look can vary color by color, and they don't really see the true result of what the hair looks like until it's in-game. So they do miss it sometimes because they add the gradients manually across all the hairs, and they sometimes miss some where the combination of the color and the texture needs manual adjustments. In addition, they gave us a sneak peek at this base game hairstyle, which is having its black hair color swatch updated. Next, they moved on to the Sims 411 segment, where they address some hot topics in the community. And I was really hoping that they would address pronouns this time around, and sure enough, that's the first thing that they talked about. Grimsurudoi said for a long time they've been evaluating ways to add gender-neutral language, and considering the complexity of doing so, and that they're investigating the changes needed, especially considering all of the 18 languages that they support and the size of the game itself. So it is important to them that they get this correct. So it is good to hear that they are actively investigating this. It just seems like it is going to take a long time. Next, they showed off a piece of concept art for a new Create a Sim item that will be added for free sometime in the future. Definitely a good match for the Courtyard Oasis Kit. Even just going off the concept art, I think that outfit looks really pretty, and already I'm looking forward to having a Sim wearing it. Next is one that I was surprised they addressed at all, and that is Whims. I feel like they've been just sweeping that under the rug, and they said they're not currently working on Whims, no surprise there, but they said they are considering revisiting them in the future. I really hope they do that because Whims are basically the closest things to the want system from The Sims 2. Grimsurudoi also noted that they are making more time in their schedules than they have before to commit to free updates, which I feel like they have actually been doing already over the past few months. Even though not every update is like a really huge one, it does seem like they are doing more of these free updates, which is good. Next, they briefly addressed what factors go into whether something is a kit or a stuff pack or a game pack or an expansion pack. And I feel like this is basically what we knew already, where if it is something that they feel needs a more broader sort of thing with more features than they do an expansion pack, or if it is something more hyper-focused and nuanced that they feel fits, then it gets a stuff pack or a kit instead. They also mentioned that the hates children trait issue that's been talked about a lot recently is being fixed in the next patch, so that is good to hear, even though I wish they had fixed it with a lot more urgency. Last thing they talked about in this segment was the idea of story progression, and they confirmed it is possible, though they don't have a timeline that they can give us for if this is going to actually come to the game. I have been thinking about story progression as a possibility, especially after Eco Lifestyle came out, with some things that feel kind of story progression-ish, like that community venue that can change between the 4 different lot types, and the neighborhood action plans that can change without your intervention. Next thing on the menu was Summer of the Sims, with that graphic they released yesterday. Unfortunately, no additional hints given here, so if you want to see me talk more about this, just watch yesterday's video, or the live stream that I also did yesterday. By the way, thank you for the amazing turnout for that. And also the English simmer, Molly, if you're watching this, thank you so much for that raid. That means a lot to me. I miss you very much, and hopefully sometime we can all get together after this pandemic is over. But on to the next thing, which is a sneak peek at the next patch. So, the second iteration of Bunk Beds are coming. This was already discovered in the code when Bunk Beds first released, and was enabled through mods. But basically, the bottom bunk can now be placed perpendicularly, and sofas, dressers, desks, chairs, and double beds can be slotted underneath, with dressers and desks also having the option of being placed perpendicularly. This all really should have been there when the bunk beds first released, but at least I can take one mod out of my mods folder. Then they pulled a one more thing, so that mystery slot that is below the aspiration that was leaked months ago, we're finally gonna know what that is on another Inside Maxis livestream that's going to be happening on May 25th. So that's already next Tuesday, very soon. I'm very keen on seeing what this could be, and I was thinking maybe they would announce the next game pack next week. Now I'm not so sure, but maybe somehow this thing could tie into the game pack, but we'll see, I guess. I've seen a ton of people speculating that it is going to be Zodiac signs returning, and I do feel that is the most likely outcome. I just hope that it does add a decent amount of personality depth to our Sims, because while, of course, they were very integral to the personality system in the first two Sims games, I felt like in The Sims 3, they didn't really do much at all. So if they do bring back Zodiac signs, I hope that goes with an attraction system. Maybe also putting in turn-ons and turn-offs, or something at least similar to that from The Sims 2. Also, since next week is the last week of May, and we were promised 2 updates this month and we've only got one of them, it stands to reason that, yes, obviously we are going to be getting another patch next week, and it probably will come out on that Tuesday. So overall, nothing in this particular live stream blew me away, but I am really glad they address pronouns, because especially recently that's something that I've seen being talked about a lot, so that gave me some hope that they were going to bring it up this time around. And it is good that they have at least kind of given some kind of answer to things like story progression and whims, and good to see that we didn't have to wait too much longer for the bunk beds to become what they should have been in the first place. And wow, yeah, I was not expecting another Inside Maxis live stream so soon. I was just thinking about how funny it was how they canceled Maxis monthly live streams because they realized they couldn't really do these monthly, and now with these Inside Maxis live streams, well, they're doing them monthly. And in the case of this month, they're doing 2 of them. I mean, I wouldn't doubt that at some point this year things might slow down and maybe we will go a month without a live stream, but still, I just find that kind of amusing. And that wraps up another Sims Info and Thoughts video, so feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments section below on this live stream, and be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with my latest gaming content, including life simulations and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!